Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to Mommy Trader, welcome. On this channel I am just documenting my family's journey to financial independence and generational wealth, and we are going to get there via investing in the stock market, real estate, cryptocurrency, and just overall increasing our net worth and hopefully inspiring you to get started as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, go on and like the video, subscribe, and join us. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you being here. So first, I just wanted to say thank you so much to some of the new subscribers that I've been getting. My channel has kind of been in a little rut lately. I'm not sure what's going on, but at the end of the day, I am not stopping the videos because, again, if one person just gets inspired by this, that is okay. All right, guys, and if you know anyone who could benefit from this information, go on and share it with them so that we all can get to the promised land together. So in this video, I have a good one. I have my handy dandy spreadsheet right on up here. And so I wanted to chat about the order of the income withdrawal for early retirement. So when we see a lot of people talk about financial independence or maybe retiring a little early or something along the like, that we don't really hear a lot about, well, how are they going to withdraw this money, and in what order will they withdraw this money? Because when you retire early, you have to live off of something. And I have this spreadsheet that me and my husband talked about and put together because it really is important to see, okay, when we do reach our FIRE number, how are we going to support ourselves? Because we are going to still be too young to collect Social Security. And because we are about 9 years away from that FIRE number, although I'm really hoping we can get there in another 5 years or so. But again, we are about 9 years away. I am 36, and so we wanted to really put this down on paper or on a spreadsheet, as you can see here, and really talk about how are we going to withdraw this money, in what order, what accounts are we going to use first. And we also put our income categories as well so that we can see this broken down even more, because again, it's about the details so that there are no surprises when we approach our FIRE number. We've been investing and saving and doing this and doing that, but once we get to that FIRE number, what's the plan? What are we going to do? And so this video, I want to share with you our plan. So as you can see over here, we have the order of income for our withdrawal. So once we reach, let's just say 45, okay, we are quitting the 9 to 5, the hustle, the grind, and okay, now what? Okay, and so this is what the first threshold that we have here. So we have 3 thresholds, me and my husband. And the first threshold is what we are going to use and to hopefully keep us sustainable at least until we reach our, official retirement age, which is, I guess, what, 59 and a half or 65. Someone even told me that they're thinking of changing it to 67. So by the time us millennials, and I'm an older millennial, get to that age of collecting Social Security, first of all, there may not be anything left. And if it is, they may raise the age limit so much that, it'll be better just to have your own plan in place. And so in this first threshold, we have 6 sources where we can collect some income. So first is our rental income. So currently we own 1 property and our goal is to own 4. We are in the process of buying our second rental property, and then hopefully next year we buy another one, and then the following year buy another one. So our rental income would be the first source of income for us. So once we reach that FIRE number, let's just say 45, rental income will be one of the sources of income. Next is my husband's side business. I mentioned he has started his own consulting firm. He works in the biopharma tech industry. So that industry is really hot right now, especially with all the vaccines and different things going on. And so he's trying to build up his own company so that he don't have to work for anybody else. And that is his ultimate goal, is to not grind and build up something for somebody else. And he doesn't even consider his side business work. This is something he loves to do, and at the end of the day, it's his name that is on it, and I am like 1000% behind him. But the side business would be another source of income. The third part of this threshold, this first threshold, is our dividend income. So any money we receive on dividends, which is why I'm always talking about that Robinhood account and documenting that journey and adding on to those companies so we can get those dividends up by the time we reach our FIRE number. Next is any interest income we get on our savings accounts or different things like that. Also capital gains income. So I trade, I sometimes day trade, I sometimes swing trade, and that can produce a couple of $100 a month. Now I'm not like heavy into it, but I can make about $700 a month from that. But when you minus or put money aside for taxes, I can make $700 and then walk away with about $500. So that's not pretty bad, considering I spend just an hour or so sitting in a chair at a computer just trading stocks. And the last one is any other type of passive income that we are involved in. That could be YouTube, that could be coaching. My husband has already been approached about speaking engagements, I guess because he's a black guy in a tech field, a pharma field. And so again, any type of passive incomes like that would be in this first threshold. So we reach our FIRE number. These are the first sources we will be looking for to withdraw from. Next, we have our second threshold. So this is the second section of where we would withdraw money from. So this is probably around maybe 50 years old. We're into this for a few years and we're starting to, take some money out of these accounts now. So we have our growth stocks. So that's just our Interactive Brokers account. And I'm not saying close the account, but just taking some money off, the table a little bit here and there, because we've been in these positions for years at this point. Next, the same thing with our penny stock. So that's our Webull account. And then our Roth IRA, which is why I was trying so hard to get the regular Roth opened in 2020, because, again, we started late. So that's another reason why I am documenting this journey, to show you guys you can start late. We started at 30. And we just kind of been hustling and grinding ever since, because honestly, we enjoy the time now, we enjoy each other, but we don't have family to fall on. We don't have, people we can go to if something really hits the fan. We have to be responsible with what, God has given us, so that we can have some fruit, at the end of all this. Next is our backdoor Roth. So this is what we'll start to withdraw from as well. Keep a lookout for these videos. I know I keep saying it, but I am working on it. This process of the backdoor Roth, and then also any crypto withdrawals. And I am a believer that crypto, by the time we are 50, will be like seriously profitable, and just nibble off of that as well. Now we have our third threshold, and this is the last threshold, and this is probably when we are approaching, I would say, the 57-ish range, or between 55 and whatever retirement is. So we have our HSA withdrawals that we will start to take, any savings that we save. So we do have a goal. So by the time we reach FIRE, our plan is to have 2 years of our living expenses saved up. And I got this idea from Our Rich Journey. You guys probably know who they are. They are amazing in this FIRE community. They are a black couple with 2 kids who didn't come from money, who worked regular jobs, and now are living in Portugal. And they are like the inspiration of all inspiration in terms of anybody can do this. Next is our SEEP IRA. We will start to withdraw from that. We will try to wait for these last 2 right here until we hit the age that we can take money out without being penalized for it. So we have our SEEP IRA, we have our 401k, and then if there's anything left, Social Security. So these are our 3 threshold areas for the order of income withdrawal. So we will start to take money from this section first, and then as we get older, of course, move to this section, and as we get older, move to this section. So let's come over here. So these are our early retirement income categories. So we have so far 6 of them, and I just wanted to put in things that I know may be really possible. So as you can see, this first income category are our investments, and right now we have 4 types of investments. We have our Interactive Brokers account, which houses our growth stocks. We have our Robinhood account, which houses our dividend portfolio. We have Webull that houses our penny stocks, and we have Spec Plays, of course. And in our cryptocurrency, that's where we buy crypto. Our next income category for early retirement is real estate, and we have our main home. And again, our plan or our goal by the time we reach our FIRE number, so in 9 years, is to have our home paid off, and we do have a plan for that. And basically, the company that my husband is currently working at is going to sell. He has stock in the company, so when the company sells, he's going to get a big payout basically, and as a result just pay the house off, and that's the plan. And then of course we talked about having 4 rentals by the time we reach fire, so this would be our real estate income category. Next is our income passions. This is the perk of retiring early. You can do things that you always loved because it's not considered work for you. It's not considered, you know, something stressful or something tiring. It's something that you're passionate about. And so we have my husband's side business listed here, me trading stocks here. If I decide also to get a part-time job, I talked about working at Target. It's my favorite store. You know, just anything that we want to do because we enjoy it. That's this category. If the YouTube channel kind of goes great, then have that here. Coaching, website and digital products, just anything that we can see that may produce income. Now we have another category here, and this is our giving and savings income category, and this is really important to us. As you can see, we have our emergency funds down here, sinking funds because that's really important, any rental savings because it's always important to have a rental savings account, especially if you are thinking of buying rental properties, because things always go wrong. It's not even about if, it's just when it will happen, and you want to make sure you have the money to have that in place, especially guys, especially because we won't have a traditional 9-to-5 say that we'll have money coming in, and so we'll have that money saved. Also a trust for my son. I mentioned we have a special needs son, and so we want to make sure, you know, and we're not here anymore, and we believe that'll be way down the road, but to make sure, you know, that we know that the world isn't too kind with people that have special needs, and to have something set aside for him, you know, when he gets old, you know, so that he don't have to worry about how he's going to eat or where he's going to live or survive. This money will be here for him. Also a giving fund. We like to give for Christmas, you know, the money to the kids on Christmas in terms of Salvation Army and the angel trees, maybe donate here or there. And so having that here is, you know, important to us. And also sponsor fund. We would love to sponsor kids maybe to a camp or school supplies, different things like that. And so, and as you can see, I have this spelled wrong. Like, oh my goodness, I spelled it wrong again. Y'all just gonna have to forgive me, okay? Y'all just gonna have to forgive me. And so, and let me just fix this real quick. No edits here because we're all family. But yeah, sponsor a kid to a camp or on a trip, maybe school stuff, because again, it's super important, even when we do reach our early retirement number, to have something to always kind of give to someone else. Next category is our pre-retirement. So we won't be, as I mentioned before, we won't be officially retirement age, and so it's important for us to have this down here as well, because we can take from this before we say reach retirement. So we have our HSA, and that's just going to be reimbursing ourselves for the years of medical expenses that we're owed to ourselves. I'll link that video in the eye in the sky if you want to know more about an HSA, and also a Roth IRA as well, because I do feel like everybody should have this if you can. Okay, so we have our Roth IRA and then our backdoor Roth as well. And then last but not least, we have the retirement category, and this just is our SEEP IRA, 401k, and then Social Security, because we won't be able to really partake in any of these until we reach the official retirement age. So that's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to do this video because I feel like, you know, again, this would be great to talk about in terms of when you reach your fire number, okay, where would you start to withdraw your money from? And I figure since we have 9 years, this is really a great starting point, and it'll let you know, okay, what areas you should be paying more attention to, what you need to start working on, maybe investing more in, saving more in. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. I'll get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video, share this with someone that you think would benefit from this, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys stay good. Bye bye.